Well, I'm an outsider, so I don't know nothing about information technologies or SAP. I don't know what it is. So I hope to astonish you with some new thoughts from another perspective. Because when they asked me to talk about this topic, manage, analyze, and mobilize, I thought, well, that's a good abbreviation for mom, or man, or mom. And when you think about man or mom, you think about the Queen. So I think this presentation will be about the Queen. But in fact, it's about manage, analyze, mobilize data. So I think data is data. Data. This guy. So I think this presentation will be about the Queen and data. Don't run away yet. It will be worse. So you have very concrete data. On the other hand, you have abstract data. And to give you an example, I think the last one, the lower one, is clearly an icon. It's clearly an icon of Turkey. Everybody understands this is Turkey. The next sign is clearly taken from Zaventem, the airport here, where you should watch for flying objects. So that's a clear sign. But mark the difference. The bottom is a clear picture. The second one, you've stripped many information out of it, leaving not much information, but you still can understand what you think it means. I hope for you. But the highest level is a formula. I think that's the highest level of abstracting something. And in fact, I'm a physicist, so I know a lot about the upper parts, and I don't know much about the lower parts. So, okay. But I think the abstraction is the most interesting factor, and I'm really doubting if SAP or Sybase really has some good solutions for abstraction. So let me challenge you. I remember an analog phone on the wall. And I wasn't able to take the phone and walk around with this analog phone. Then we had a wireless phone where you were able to walk in your house. Let's say about 200 meters, but if you went 1 kilometer, then you were lost. And then the next step was the cellular phones. It's a fantastic invention. This thing is fantastic. I can phone everywhere now. You see, the way most innovations proceed is we have some thoughts and we have some continuous improvements. And then suddenly, there was one guy that has a fantastic idea, and then we jump towards innovation. In fact, what Tree says is you should do something else. What you can do is define what is the ideal final result. And the ideal final result is a function, which is in fact almost a verb, without a resource. You don't need anything, but it's still possible to do it. So maybe this is science fiction, maybe this is data, but you can think about what would be the first, let's say the step before it, and then what would be the step before it, and then you have the current design. So what I'm telling you is, I think every company is able to define its end result and think back from the future. An example from Procter & Gamble is we really would like to have clothes that clean themselves. Unfortunately, we still don't have them. But in fact, I think we will be reaching that point. But the interesting idea would be maybe we can clean the clothes without polluting them. And in fact, this has been invented already. You can buy a washing ball that you add inside your washing machine, and your clothes will be very clean. They will smell a lot because it hasn't got any odors, but it will be very clean. And that's exactly, I think, what Sybase wants to do. I think Sybase wants to go to creating more insight for its customers. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. much, Yves. I will bring this to the R&D center in California, but I think I really need you to come with me to explain it.
No problem. No problem.